Who is board game?
Hey, everybody. This is Zeros to Heroes. We're a Dicey Decisions RPG side shoot. I don't know. One of the stories. This is session 22. And this is all about our characters going from level 0 to who knows what to try to solve the big mystery. What was I going to
so
say?
it's a big mystery, huh?
It is. Don't you find it that?
Mystery.
I guess so. We collected
Oh.
so many clues, but still, it just feels like we never know what's going on.
The title of this stream may say 21, but it's actually episode 22 or session 22, whatever we're calling it. So I'm going to give a little brief recap. But first, any shout outs, guys?
You know what? Last time
Pizza.
Oh, go
again?
for it.
I wasn't gonna say. I said I was gonna shout out to pizza. This time I'm gonna shout out to pho. You know, pho's pho's pretty good.
I'm gonna
Shout out to Indian food.
World Beyond Number because I can't stop listening to it.
That is exactly what I was going to say. We were inspired by A World Without Numbers, a Brennan Lee Mulligan vehicle. And this world is set in the world of Exandria, inspired by Critical Role. So shout out to both of those amazing crews.
And shout out to your local game shop, whoever they are.
Uh-huh.
Always.
Who's ours, Becca?
Ours is Tribe Comics and Games in Austin, Texas, where I will be running a game this Thursday if anybody wants to go.
Yeah. Okay. Shout outs are done. All of our ads are over, right? No more ads? Okay, here we go.
Brought to you by McRib.
Gladewell has suffered over the last few years. It's also prospered. This leaves many folk wondering which is worse. At the moment, the village is under curfew, at least partially due to the Zero's latest exploits, breaking into the governor's home and stealing documents, and also setting off alarms. So now, our group finds themselves headed home to hide out and talk about what their next step might be. The game is yours.
Sunny is arm in arm with Payetta and Rip as they leave town square where they were all just told to go home for the curfew, and she turns to each of them and she's like, I have an idea.
Oh, your ideas are good. Yeah, let's, what is it?
Sunny will look around to make sure there's no one within earshot before lowering her voice and going, okay, hear me out.
Uh-huh.
We have this note for the evacuation.
Uh-huh.
What if everyone could see this?
Oh.
So what if we just make a lot of them, and then we have Grim put them throughout town, so when everyone wakes up in the morning and goes about their business, they'll all be on the same page, and everyone will leave.
You know, I actually think that's a really good idea, Sunny.
Honestly?
The town can't evacuate in a couple days. I mean, yeah, if they're waiting to hold this till the end of the week, we can't just have people boarding up their homes last minute. It takes time to plan.
Right? And what if they're wrong about the 1 week?
Time.
Yeah.
You know, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, actually, no, the more that I think about it, the more it makes sense. Let's do it.
Really?
Yeah, good idea.
Okay,
good idea.
I have paper and quills back in my place if we want to start making the flyers.
Oh, sure. Lead the way.
All right. I lead them back to my parents' house.
All right. Let's fade over to Stony and Fern and see what they're up to.
Yes, so I'm looking for materials to construct the, it looks like an accordion. It's a forge fan. I'm just trying to blow, oxygenate the fires to stoke it, get it hotter.
Oh, well, what about paper? An accordion. How do you make an accordion?
Well, admittedly, I've never made one, but how hard could it be? Well, I wonder if my mother has materials lying around. I would just need some amount of leather or leather-like materials, and yes. Cece, go search the barn for leather goods and check my closet too. I might have something there, material that we could use.
Already dead.
Already dead?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, dead leather, not live.
Oh, well, Cece can distinct between the two. Plus, I'm not ordering Cece to kill yet.
Can CC kill?
Oh, yes. I've equipped Cece with combat light capabilities. Would you like a demonstration?
Yes.
Stony looks around for a good target.
What kind of target are you looking for?
Something inconsequential, something that won't be missed if destroyed.
You're walking through town headed back to your house, right?
Yes.
You notice a black cat sitting on a porch.
I'm not gonna fire at a black cat.
Are you looking for a living target? Or
no, I'm looking for an inanimate object.
Oh my god!
Dick!
I'm just asking. You said kill. So roll an investigation check as you guys hustle back to your home.
Sure. Well, that's a 21.
Oh, there's multiple things you could shoot at. You see a number of rocks. You see a bucket. You see various fence posts that you could maybe blast the top off of. Sticks and branches here and there.
He'll fire at a rock.
Okay.
And say, Cece, fire at that rock right there.
Target acquired.
And yeah, you just see a nice little like energy beam charge up, and it's not like the most powerful. Sure. Spell attack modifier. Okay.
Does it look anything like Sunny's Eldritch Blast?
No, it looks more like what you'd expect from like a magic missile.
Oh.
So you sort of see like it sort of glow and then pulse a bright light, and it emits out, and I rolled an 8, and it says to use my spell attack modifier, so that's a +3 for an 11 to hit a rock.
11 hits a rock. The rock bounces up in the air and rolls away. It doesn't actually crack the rock open because it was a fairly good size, like a skull-sized rock, but you blasted it out of the ground.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's not quite as powerful as, well, a wizard's magic missile, of course, but I did have to account for the fact that, well, the energy source has to come from somewhere, and, well, I wanted to be able to use it at least, well, as many times as I wished. So, scaling back the power, I was able to rewire the ley lines to...
Right. Okay, Stony, we don't have to get into the details. It's fine.
Yes, of course. Pardon my rambling. What were we talking about?
We were talking about how Cece would make a great assassin.
Assassin, you say?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I did equip it with stealth capabilities.
She's quite
Yeah.
small.
Tiny, undetectable, mobile, and, well, perhaps there might be one problem.
What?
I've never actually tested how far away that Cece could, how shall I say, separate from me.
Mm.
I'm not sure if the connection would weaken or not. I would have to read about this here on the infusion page.
Well, I'll just make Cece my friend and we'll go assassin things together.
As soon as you find out, Cece is going to go to the limit of its reach because you told it to go find leather in the barn.
Yeah, it doesn't really say. So if I wanted to do specific things, it would need to be closer, but for the most part, it can just do whatever I want.
Okay.
Or no, it can only obey my commands.
Oh, Cece and I are going to be good friends. Do you think you can make Cece carry on a conversation?
No. I've only equipped Cece with rudimentary programming, you see. Well, that's the term I like to use. You see, it follows my direct commands only because it is magically linked to me, you see.
I see. Well, that's fine. Silence is better anyway. Shall we go home and make an accordion?
Yes. I shall have you work on that. I will work on those daggers that you had me looking at earlier. Yes, you wanted something that could return to you.
Yes.
Mm,
You think
Indeed,
you can do
yes.
it?
Oh, I know I can do it. I just need time.
I knew that having you as a friend would come in handy.
Well, yes, of course.
And we're gonna head back to his house.
Okay. So without any further ado, his house is very nearby. As you're saying that, you walk into the farm area. The barn's right here. The stables are right here. So Cece zips away and starts looking in the barn. Can you please roll an investigation check for Cece?
Good question. Can I?
Cece's great at that.
Well, yeah, sure.
Well, Fern, are you going with Cece? You said you were gonna.
Sure, I'll go with Cece.
Okay, you can go ahead and roll too.
Okay. All right, that is a 12.
That's an 8 for Cece.
All right.
You're great.
You guys find some old feed bags, leather feed bags that you put over a horse's mouth so it can eat while it's like in a stall. There's a few leather scraps that were used in saddle and bridle making, but those don't seem usable.
She's gonna take the bags and kind of go like this with them, get them taut. I guess these could make an accordion. She'll take them back.
With a 12, you also see his mother's forge equipment,
Oh.
her small stuff over there.
Is the forge movable?
It is. It's kind of packed away into a little corner right now, but it's small enough that you can take it apart and move it to where you need to go.
Okay, then she's going to disassemble it and take it back to the house so that Stony can use it.
Okay.
She's hauling this large, heavy forge into the house.
I would say you start with the oh my gosh, the word for it is escaping my brain. The anvil. You start with a small anvil instead of a 100-pounder. You have like a 10-pounder, but it's big enough to fashion things on. And so you haul that inside.
Yeah, she walks up to Stony and just drops it at his feet.
Yes. Thank you. We will use this later. I really need to get a fire hot enough first, though.
Are you sure we should light a fire in your house?
Oh, no, certainly not.
But we have to be inside. There's a curfew.
Well, do you think the guards will come out this far out and make sure that we're inside the home? Actually, seems rather too. What is the word? Too much work.
I do suppose if I see one, I could distract them. Sure. She'll go grab
Tony,
the rest of the forge.
You recall that your mom typically worked in the barn, set up her forge in the barn right where you found it, which is technically inside.
Well, I suppose it depends on the guard's definition of inside or outside. Would they consider barn inside if they knew that it wasn't the place where we slept? Is a curfew technically supposed to mean that you're supposed to be inside? Philosophical questions. I'll leave that for someone else to decide.
Oh, I've slept in your barn before.
Somehow I'm not surprised.
I guess that means it's inside. I think as long as we keep the door closed and they can't see the light, then it should be fine.
Yes, I have to make sure that my mother properly ventilated the barn.
So as you guys are setting up the forge out in the barn and whatever else you're doing, let's skip back over to Sunny's house. What's happening inside?
I've taken them into my room and I've given each of them a pile of papers and I have propped up the one note about the evacuation so we can all see it. And I think we're all just copying away as many notes as possible. And whenever we have a pile, just like maybe a handful or so at a time, I go to Grim and be like, okay, find new places for these ones, but places where humans, well, I'm not human, but humanoids like us will actually look, not like on rooftops. Okay, Grim?
Can you roll a d20? Let's see how much ink you have, if you have enough to make these many.
That would be in that one.
All right. So, your ink is fairly dry. You can come up with about 6 pieces of information, 6 flyers.
After the ink runs out, can I take a dagger and cut myself and start to use my own blood to finish it?
Absolutely. You're going to fill up a bottle full of blood.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Then roll a d6 and let's see how much damage you take from bleeding
3.
yourself. All right.
As I take out the dagger and just start filling up the bottle of ink that we were all using, I look up at them and be like, anyone else want to join in?
It's just like mortified, like,
like you've never used blood for ink before.
Oh, I gotta roll. Okay, Pieta like is woozy but does not pass out, and he's like, I'm gonna take a fresh breath, and stress her. and she'll just like walk out and.
You act like
I usually use plant matter. Can I look in your kitchen?
Yeah. I don't really cook, but
Okay, great. I'll be right back. I'm
okay.
going to look for things like berries that might be in the kitchen. Other plant matter, things that can be used as dye as an ink, so we don't have to use Sunny's blood. This is a thing I have to have done before.
Sonny's younger brothers and sisters are all asking questions and trying to poke their head in. Sonny, why are you bleeding? What are you doing, Sonny? Oh, hey, Rip, what are you looking for? Just lots of questions.
Do you guys have any berries, or are there berry bushes close enough to the house that you won't get in trouble for being outside?
No berry bushes here. But
Okay.
you know where there are some in the woods.
Yeah.
Truly, I think I almost have this bottle full of enough blood by now. It'll be fine.
Okay, well, let's at least water it down, okay? I'm bringing back some water, and I'll bring back a little cup of water to help dilute it so we don't have to use quite so much blood.
The youngest sister runs behind you and hands you a banana.
Oh. Thanks. I'm just gonna eat it, actually.
Piazza comes back in and he actually, I don't know if I make a perception check, but I wanna see like a thought crosses his mind about the baby, and he just wants to like see if he can just take a glance at it, see how it's doing.
There's no baby in Sonny's house.
Oh,
That's at
wait.
Rip's house.
That's not
At
Rip's.
my house.
Just kidding.
Yeah. You might be able to hear it from here.
Yeah. I'll just continue walking along and be like, okay, just something about friend's blood. It's just is especially okay. No, it's like the precision of you just going at your own skin. Anyways, are you done? Can I?
I look at my arm. Do
you have anything else I could use besides your blood to make this coffee? Were we using your blood this whole time?
No.
Okay. I'll trust
You
you.
guys sound super confident with that, Sunny. But
trust her.
we'll trust her. I trust her. That's not all right, okay. And I'll pull out of my cloak a little sprig of mistletoe and shake some good berry into my hand, and I'll give Sunny 3. Just to, just to speed it up,
You were
It'll
asking us for berries.
It'll seal you right up. Oh yeah, these aren't very good for ink though. I've tried.
Oh, okay. I'll take the berries and mash them into the cut on my wound.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
my
Yeah,
goodness.
they're magical.
Oh.
It works. They kind of meld into your arm and it starts to close up. You've got blood just sheeting down your.
I'm gonna send my little familiar. Hey Nin, are you around, bud? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, hey bud. Can you go check on Pocket for me? Just a quick make sure Pocket's okay and the baby's okay. And come on back. Or you can talk to me from there, and if the fire's good and Pocket has good food on the stove, you can stay there and just telepath me what's going on.
He squeaks and just dives out the window and disappears.
Thanks, have fun.
For watchers, Nin is a tiny least weasel. Is he in his his brown form or white form right now?
Oh, brown. So he's got a mostly brown body with a little white blaze down his chest. And I think they get a little bit of white patch on their chin, but not much. They get a little black nose, and they're really long and tubular. About, the size and shape of a hot dog.
Tubular, dude.
probably weighs less, probably half as much as a hot dog.
Probably weighs half as much as a hot dog. Yeah.
So
Are we talking
Nim
about
takes
like
off.
a classic Frank? Are we just kidding?
A
Classic.
ballpark. Yeah, a little ballpark all beef.
Nice. My old long boy.
So you guys are cranking out flyers.
Yeah, we're cranking him.
Tony and Fern are setting up the forge and getting started there. Time passes. Anytime you look out the window or just to check on anything, the village of Gladewell is dark. Almost everyone has put out their lamps, their candles. It's dark. This is as dark as you've seen it. You can see the spray of stars across the heavens.
Fern
As you
keeps
guys
getting... Oh, sorry.
go ahead. No, you
Fern
go.
keeps getting drawn to the window and distracted staring out at the stars because she's missed being able to just sit and watch them without any other dots of light in the distance.
Would Stony need any help at the forge, or would he ask Fern to hand him things, or is he just working away?
Stony is working away, but he is kind of like he's yeah. Fern, how's it going with the accordion van thing? I am not sure what the term is. I should have learned that at my time at the Forge in Limon.
Good. And she's taken the leather and just kind of folded it over itself so that it looks like a hand fan.
Okay.
And she keeps bringing it over to him. Is this good?
Yes. Your disguise skills should come in handy with this. Let me draw you up a rudimentary diagram of what I need you to build for me for a second here. I shall work on your dagger.
Am I using the forge?
No. I need your sewing skills for just a moment.
Oh.
If you'll take a look at this here, I've written out some instructions here. You'll see this part goes here, and you'll sew these pieces together. Yes, and I'll leave you to that while I prepare some other things over here.
You have a strange brain, Stony.
Busy brain, I prefer to say. Strange, perhaps to some, but busy. Always busy.
Brain. Just strange.
So time passes here. When you guys run out of paper, I'd say you have about 30 flyers total. And you're handing them to Grim?
Yes, but I tell him to disperse them through town in most common places, but to do so while invisible.
Interesting. So can I have Pieta and Rip roll a perception check with advantage?
Oh, I'm so good at
Because
these.
this is happening
Okay.
just right in front of you.
My dice. It fell. Oh, nat 20 on the ground.
That counts.
Nat 20?
Yeah.
12. I'm really focused on these.
Yeah, you're working on
Copies.
flyers, but you ran out of paper. She's handing them to Grim. Grim is just a puppet on her hand. But what you guys see is Grim's little hands, like just like a clapping monkey, just clutch. It's clear that she's squeezing inside of his body to hold the hands. And then Grim disappears. And you just see her hand there. This is the first time maybe you've ever seen her left hand.
Whoa. Huh.
Sunny, I can't remember the last time I saw your left hand. Also, how did you do that?
So it
left
does
hand
exist.
in here.
Can I? Piazza gets closer. Can I hold your hand for a sec?
Oh, yeah, you can definitely hold my hand, Payetta.
Okay, yeah. Huh.
Oh, this
Does
is
he?
nice. Your hands are really soft.
Oh yeah, thanks. I put lotion. Is her hand like moist or anything or weird like that, or is it just normal?
What does your hand feel like? It's been inside a puppet for years.
I mean, it's probably sweaty, that's for sure.
Is it like moldy? Is it growing fungus? Like what's going on here?
I
Do you clean your
mean,
hand?
It's very pale compared to the rest
yes.
of her.
I definitely have
Aw.
that tan line there.
Okay. If it's like gives you your hand back, just like, uh, there's so many weird things happening tonight. Huh.
Uh, Y'all knew that I had Grim. I'm not crazy. I don't talk to myself.
But like, was the hand still there? We didn't. There's a lot of questions.
Yeah, I didn't know he could move without you.
Maybe he
What
ate
do
it.
you-
Well, he just disappeared.
No,
Yeah.
like maybe he ate the hand, and that's how like he had got attached.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just speculating here.
huh. I thought it was
Anyways,
obvious.
I just had to check.
Okay.
Should we get more paper, or do you think Grim has enough?
Well, I mean, I think 30 flyers should be sufficient. I mean, people like to talk,
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the rumor mill will probably be flying. Do you know if Grim will be able to tell if anybody saw him putting the flyers around town?
Um, we can ask him when he gets back. Also, wait, hold on. How far away can I do this? With I think it's only like 100 feet that I can see through his eyes, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can I attempt to do that to see? I don't know how far away he is, but I'll attempt to look through his eyes.
Yes, you may look through his eyes and you see him. He's doubling back and
Okay.
picking up papers that have fallen all over the ground. You can see him like snatching a paper. Snatching it. It's just laying all over the ground like they spilled out of his hands as he flew off.
Okay.
He's recollecting them.
I'll come back, go back to my normal eyesight and look at the other two and be like, he definitely did not just drop all the papers. Everything is fine.
Okay. Well, oh, I know you're able to talk to him in your head. Can you, I don't know, maybe just tell him to be careful about who might see him and all that, you know?
Well, he's invisible.
Right now he's invisible?
Yeah. You can't see him, can you?
No. So he turned invisible and flew off of your hand?
Mm-hmm. I thought we were all on the same page here. I'm very confused by these questions.
No, I think I was missing a few pieces of the puzzle, but they're starting to come into place a little bit, I guess.
He has wings.
Wait.
That's true, he does have wings. I've never seen a bird able to fly when their wings look like that, but there's the first time for everything. I still haven't, technically. All right. Well,
I'm starting to get a headache.
can he fly when he's not invisible?
Well, I guess theoretically, but if he's not invisible, I prefer him to.
Can you repeat that?
Oh, I said, yeah, theoretically, but I prefer him to be by my side if he's not invisible.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't recall seeing him. Oh,
I mean, you have a friend too that listens to you.
yeah. Yeah. Mine's like alive in like the classic sense, and Grim is alive in a different sense, but they are both
Friends? They're
Still
both
buddies and
friends.
still, and they're
Yeah.
both still friends. Yeah.
You
Sam
know,
is my best friend.
Yeah. I just forgot he can move on his own sometimes.
Yeah, what a
You'd never
peculiar little
seen that
guy.
before.
I have. When Sonny fell asleep and he turned to me and told me, remember?
Oh
Because
yeah.
I forgot about that too until just a few minutes ago.
When you rewatched.
And I was like, oh, right. Because I was about to say, I don't recall ever seeing him move on his own. And then I was like, no, I sure have seen him move on his own. Yeah, okay. Well, him being invisible is probably for the best for this situation. It's okay if you dropped him. We probably have time. And,
Oh, I said he didn't.
oh,
He
right. He
Yeah.
definitely did not drop them.
Correct.
If he happened to drop like one or two, I mean, people are gonna pick him up and carry him all over town anyway. So,
It's a good point.
and you are right. People do like to talk here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fern thinks really hard at Sunny and says hello to see if it will go through. Testing.
Nothing happens.
No!
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's been more than 3 minutes since we last saw each other.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Rocket time.
While you guys are talking about Grim, you hear something smash into the front door.
Whoa!
And your mother's, you hear the kids screaming in the house, and your mother's say, what's going on? What was that? Everyone to stay away from the door. And you hear one of them open the door.
I immediately run to the door too. I don't trust.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yeah.
I also follow.
Yeah. As the door opens, you see nothing, except when you look down, there's a flyer on the ground.
Maybe I should have specified that we didn't need one.
You know,
Well,
you can respect the hard worker that he is.
yeah, and it sure is not. And I'm sure not I look at Teddy's parent moms and you know what? Maybe it's good for us to have a flyer. Just, we'll look like everybody else that way,
Your mother
Ooh,
asks
yeah.
if she can see the flyer.
Yeah, I guess you probably should be aware.
What is this? What? Leave? What? Where?
Yeah, what is that? Wait, what does it say?
Oh yeah, this is our first time seeing this, but if I totally had to just take a wild guess, I think
Well, you
we
just
need
saw
to
it.
leave.
Is
Yeah.
this written in blood? That's disgusting.
I
Yeah, you're
try to
telling
wipe
me.
my arm.
Yeah,
Wait,
those
do you,
ink prices are getting out of control.
do you mind if I take a look at that, ma'am?
Here you go. She hands you the paper. Please burn
Pieta,
that when you're finished.
Pieta
What a
pretends to read
foul
it.
prank.
Mom, I
Wait,
don't think it's a prank.
yeah, this looks kind of serious. Are you sure you want to write it off as a prank?
There was no one there. Someone just threw a rock at our front door.
Maybe you're right. Should we ask to see if anyone else got one? Not tonight. Maybe it is just a fluke. Maybe we should hold on to
Yeah.
it for now.
Yeah, we'll ask around town tomorrow and see if anybody else got one of these flyers.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, most likely a prank, but
but
Yeah.
in case it's not, we should start packing like right now.
She gives you a look. Do you know something about this, Sonny?
I look at her, unwilling to really lie straight to her face. I wish I knew more, but I do know that's not a prank.
It's and I like whisper to her, it's probably because um something about the blood and writing that Sunny has studied. I would believe her.
Why do you think it's? What do you know? Just tell me. Tell us. If this is real, then we're in danger.
I look up at the other two and then back to my mother. The whole
It's
town's in danger.
yeah, we can't really tell you how we know what we know right now. We can in the future, but we it's not a prank. The town is in danger.
Yeah, this isn't
Roll a
surprising.
persuasion check.
All
of you can. I mean, anyone who's trying to convince them.
Oh, get persuaded. 19.
Persuasion. 17.
Right? I'm not very convincing. That is a 6.
Well, you're very small. They're looking over you right at Pieta and Sunny. And their faces go pale. Leave Gladewell. It's that important. And they read the paper again. We have very little time. Very little time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting late. It's pushing, like the kids should have been in bed at this point. Very well. I'll rest and I'll start putting together a package for us each.
I think it's important for all of us to rest tonight.
And Mom,
Yes.
it's important that there might be others out there that don't believe this note at first, but I think we need people like you to go around saying that it's real. Myself and my friends won't be able to stick around long enough to make sure people take this seriously.
Well, where did this... You seem like you know something. We trust you. Where did this note come from? This is so crazy. Who would write in blood, of all things, on a... It's like a threatening, horrible horror of a note. Who would have sent this?
Or maybe they were trying to do the right thing, but they ran out of ink, so they used blood instead?
That is an unplausible theory. It's just...
Yeah, that's kind of weird, but I
It's
mean, it's
still
not a
kind
0%.
of wet. Very well. I trust you. I wish I had an official word, but okay. On the road to Amman, it's so far away.
It's really not that far. We don't know how fast it can travel, whatever it is.
What do you mean?
Well, whatever is coming. We don't know what's going to happen here.
Well, we'll have to pack food for at least a week. Okay. You can see them. They kind of grab each other and walk away and just kind of lean their heads together. Look around at the house, just trying to figure out what's being left behind. And they walk away.
Guys, this is harder than I thought.
Yeah, my heart's starting to sink. I should probably go home and check on Aunt May.
Stony And Fern, can you roll a perception check?
Yes. Ooh. 12.
Well, it's a good thing I'm really good at this,
Mhm.
because 12 also.
What if my
Nice.
passive perception is higher?
Yeah, that's fine. What's your
Passive
passive?
perception is 14.
Yeah, you hear something like a horse kicking the side of a wall. At Stoney's house. Just a huge slam.
He stiffens up. Stony, did you hear that?
Well, what's that? You hear what?
Outside. Something against the door.
Yeah.
Stay here. She's gonna take... Do you have both of her daggers?
No, just one.
Okay, so she's gonna take a dagger, prep it, and walk toward the door as sneakily as she can.
Roll stealth.
It's an 11.
Okay. You're out in the dark. You're at the barn. The slam came from the house.
She's gonna go around the side of the house very slowly, with her ears
All right.
open. And as she gets closer to the door, her knife is gonna come up higher and higher and higher and higher.
Okay.
Does she
As
hear
you
anything?
round the front of the house, you don't see anyone there. But there's a piece of paper on the ground.
She straightens up because she thinks this might be another note from the anonymous threatening person, and goes over. She looks around before she picks it up, and she pockets it and runs back to the barn.
Okay.
Stony,
You're at, yep.
there was a note.
Should I be concerned? What does it say?
I don't know. I haven't read it. Let's see. We open it up. Is this one of the ones that are written in blood?
It's definitely written in blood. That's the first thing you notice.
Oh my god. She grabs onto Stony's forearm. Stony,
You're touching me.
I'm sorry. And she lets go.
No need to be sorry. Just thought I'd point that out. Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's blood, Stony.
Ah, so it is. Another threatening letter.
And we start
It's
to
the
read
letter
it.
that says it's evacuate. You have to evacuate.
Why is it written in blood?
I do. That is the question I also have. If they required ink, then I would have. First of all, second of all, wow, whose blood? Oh, dear gods above, that
They know
is
we have it.
terrifying.
What if the governor knows that we have the notes? What if this is a sign? Stony, do you have a way of figuring out whose blood this is?
If I did, I would definitely do that. Unfortunately, I do not. This is, well, to say the least, very ominous.
I'm going to set up a pallet by the door to the barn, and we'll keep the windows blacked. Okay?
I suppose that's quite all right. Though, I would assume if they were to do something, they would have done it At least right now, while we are few and not many. That is to say that I'm not worried.
Well, I'm glad you're not worried, and you won't have to worry even less, because I will be right here looking out.
Yes, of course. How is your work going on the accordion fan thing?
Oh. I made a fan. If you go like this.
That might not quite create the power that I need. You see, the accordion is supposed to force as much air as possible to a localized nozzle per se, so that the pressure that comes out is significant, so that the amount of oxygen that the fire gets is enough to feed it so that it can get hotter. I need it in order to... well, look at me ramble. If you think that you can fan the flames with this for about maybe 5 or 10 minutes or so, or however long it needs to get hot, then I say go for it. Otherwise, I recommend looking at that schematics I gave you.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to read your schematics.
Oh.
Tony, can you roll an intelligence check?
That would be a 6.
Okay. How about Fern roll an intelligence check? Outsmart him.
Well, that's a 9.
Never mind.
Maybe if you pretended like I was your baby sister and you had to explain something really obvious to me, maybe I could understand it.
Okay, so you've made a fan here, one that is handheld. You need to make a second one of these, and then you need to make multiple other ones that are hollow, per se, the same shape as the fan, but it is, in fact, the space used for the fan. And
Let's
then
pull away from this conversation now. And are we going to assume that Stony and by proxy, Fern are working through the night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not going to get much sleep. Pieta, you're going back to your aunt's house?
Yes, I'm gonna go see how she reacted to the note.
And Rip, are you staying at...
What did I hear from Nin? All good
Nin
at-
hasn't come back.
Okay. Has he brain linked me at all? Yeah, I'm gonna stay at Sunny's.
Slumber party!
Slumber party! Yeah.
Okay. So then let's follow Pieta to Aunt May's house.
I'll get there swiftly, but
The door is locked and barred.
all right. Do I see the note anywhere?
Nope.
Great. I'm going to use my silk and get up, whether it's a tree or some type of...
You can get on the roof if that's what you mean.
Yeah, trying to find a different way to come in. That's not the front door. Like maybe even my window if I left that unlocked.
Does your aunt know that you climb around like this?
Let's see. Yes, she does. She,
Okay.
I don't know if I ever told her, but she's very perceptive, and I don't think I can like hide much from her,
Okay.
especially if I'm coming back late.
All right. So no windows are unlocked, and that's unusual.
Hmm.
Everything seems to be locked up tight.
Okay, I go to her window and knock and say, "Hey, Aunt May, it's me. Um, can I come in?"
She says, Pieta, ah, something terrible's happened. Oh, hold on. And you see her pull back the blinds and open up the window, push the windows open. Come in quickly. And
Okay.
as you come in, she locks it back and pulls down the curtains. Someone
Uh,
has done. Come see, come see.
okay,
She takes
yeah.
you downstairs into the kitchen, and there is a piece of paper with blood just smeared across it. Someone kicked our front door and left this terrible paper on the porch.
Um, okay, okay, one sec. I go to inspect it, and it's just like illegible, right?
It looks like little hands have been kind of like smudging around on it.
Huh. This is, huh. Okay. Shoot. Okay, so Aunt May, as I was on my way back, there was a, well, actually, let me take a step back. As I was with my friend Sunny, sh- we were discussing things, and then there was also a big thud on her door, and well, there was also a bloody paper, but that one was legible, and it said basically we need to get out of Gladewell. Believe it or not, we're with the town's in trouble. And I know it can be a lot. Take it, as many deep breaths as you can, as you want, but you were totally right in barring everything, I think. Um, but uh, yeah, no one's trying to kill us, or at least that I know of in this moment. But this is a warning. It's supposed to be a warning, I should say. At least that's what Sunny's mom got. And I'm
The
guessing
whole
maybe this
town is
one.
getting. What do you mean, Pieta? What do you know?
Um,
Speak plainly.
yes, okay. I don't know much. God. I wish I knew more. Thanks, Sunny. I wish I knew more, but all I know is that we need to get some good rest tonight, and just see what the updates are tomorrow. And all I know is that we need to that there's bad things coming to Gladewell, and then we need to get out and go to Iman. Um, but for
That's so
tonight,
far away.
I
And
mean,
what is this terrible bloody paper?
I know, I know. Who would have thought to just write with blood? Like, what? Who was I? Okay, we're not gonna get into that right now, though, because I don't know. I mean, couldn't they have used ink? I mean, come on, right? Like, use your head. Okay. Anyways, so okay, going back. Let's just take a deep breath, and I think we need to go to sleep tonight and converse in the morning. After this information has settled a bit, and then see what our friends say, what our fellow townspeople say, and
What
what they
is
make
the
of the note.
danger? What are they saying is the danger to our town? Why do
Um,
we have to go all the way to Amman?
Jack, could you refresh my memory on what the heck we wrote on that note?
That the nearby city of Kemal is massing soldiers to come potentially take over this area.
All right, let me. This is what I know. So, the neighboring town. Have you heard of Kamal? Do you know what that is? It doesn't matter. A
Of
neighboring
course.
town. Yes, right. Kamal. They're plotting to raid our town. Um, and that honestly is the
Whatever
extent of what I
for?
know. Um, something that I don't know actually. Maybe we have something that they want. I mean, plausibly, right? They have to. We have to have something that they want. Like, why would they just raid us? Um, Something about the government hiding something? I mean, well, the government hides a lot of things. Okay, anyways, Matt, you're derailing me. I think the main thing is that Kamal is plotting forces against us, and that's really all I know.
I just don't understand. Can you roll a persuasion check again?
Yeah, good thing I'm really good at these. 15 plus.
That's good
Just
enough.
15.
Yeah. She sits down heavily in a chair with her head in her hands.
Gets
Just thinking.
sits down next to her, like rubbing her back. I know this is a lot. It was when I first heard it.
First the curfew and now. Okay.
It kind of makes sense, right? They
It's
implemented a
going to
curfew.
take me some time. I don't think I'll sleep this night. I don't know what to do. I want to talk to someone. Okay.
Well, it's pretty late.
Yeah,
Maybe I
it's
can brew
getting
you
late.
some tea. Yeah, some, non-caffeinated sleepy
That's a
tea.
good idea.
Yeah.
I'll get us something to drink and eat and spend some time. Maybe I can ask you some questions. So
Yeah. Yeah. We could even do some, aerobics and get your body tired, and maybe that'll get your mind tired. I don't know. I'm just trying here, May. Just trying my best here.
So the night passes in these 3 homes in the small village of Gladewell. Let's see. So Stony and Fern, I'm thinking don't get any sleep. Are you working through the night? Are you trying to fix? What are you working on?
I mean, to be honest, I don't think Stony would go to exhaustion for this kind of work. I think he's just kind of setting up preliminary stuff to like do stuff in the future.
Okay.
Now, I don't know how this would work in particular, but the way that artificers work is that infusions can only be formed during long rests.
Okay.
So
So it's
mechanically,
a
I know how
magic
it
thing.
works, but
Yeah. Okay.
but like, role playing wise, I think you would have to spend some time at least
Sure.
after hours working on it.
Understood. So yeah. So you guys do get some rest, especially Fern, who can just meditate for 4 hours. So Stony eventually puts out the fire and goes to lie down. Pieta and his aunt eat a little bit, drink a little bit, talk into the night, and then finally go lie down. And Stony and Rip fall right asleep. A couple hours later, Rip, you feel your little weasel curling up in the crook of your neck. And before that, Sonny, you wake up and see that Grim has returned. And you guys sleep fine. And just before dawn, everyone is awakened by a trumpet blast. And another. And another. Trumpets ringing out across Gladewell. And the bell in the town square starts clanging. Tang, 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 tang. Summoning everybody back to the square.
Sunny rolls over into bed and taps Rip on the head. Turn off the alarm clock.
It's outside. It's the outside making that sound.
Can you turn off the outside?
Not yet. I'll keep trying.
It keeps ringing. It's ringing insistently. Your mothers come in there and wake you up, and they're throwing on shawls and they're saying, "It sounds important. Let's get down there. I know it's early. Let's go. This is important."
Yeah. I'll
The
get up
children are
and
staying. Fern and Stony, are you guys gonna head over there?
Mother, the cows and chickens can wait 5 minutes.
Stony, It's not your mother.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's you.
Fern, you've been awake for a while.
Mm-hmm. She's taken all of his stuff and kind of tried to bundle it together where it's portable really easily. And she's kind of got everything waiting to leave the barn. She's just kind of waiting on him.
Okay. Are you going to get up and go, Stony?
Yes. We need to. I need to attach your magnetic resonance to your dagger here. Perhaps in 30 minutes.
Fern, is there a water trough in the barn?
There should be a bucket of water.
He's got a quenching bucket. Yep.
Perfect. She's gonna take it and make sure it's a nice cool morning, so she's gonna make sure that it's nice and cool water, and then she's gonna go over and just throw it on his face.
Ah! Ah! Blast it! Ah! Why must you go to every extreme?
You wouldn't wake up. They're calling for us. We have to go out there.
Oh.
You hear the horns. You hear the bell clanging. You're still in your clothing.
Up.
Yes.
Come on.
Cece, press the digitation.
Leyline servos engaged.
He's no longer wet.
Cleans you right up. Great. Pieta, you hear the bells. Your aunt wakes up.
Okay.
She's scrambling around. She usually is up before dawn, but not this morning because y'all stayed up late. She throws over a robe over her shoulders, and she's like, I suppose we should go.
I suppose so, May. I put on some new garments and get a little cozy and prepare for. Oh, and I re-upped my bag. Kind of woke up a little earlier than her. Re-upped my bag to make sure my supplies are good, just in case anything happened today. You never know.
Why are you wearing a mask?
So I just wanted to be safe and just in case anything happened.
We're going to town square. What could happen?
Well, I think it's just going
Are
through
you
something,
not?
okay, May?
Are you not coming?
I am. I definitely am. I just need to go check in with my friends, and see
All
how they're
right then.
doing. Can I
I'll
meet
see
you
you
there?
there, dear. And she kisses you on top of the head and hustles out.
No. All right, love you, May. Okay, stay safe, and I guess just scream really loud if anything happens. But I don't think any will. I'm not gonna freak out. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye.
All right. So in town square, the noble's right-hand man, Rochebleu Damon, is on the podium, and has a soldier ringing the bell, and he's just waiting, standing there just waiting. And
His eyes get all squinty.
people are walking up. Everyone has bedhead. They're all tousled and sleepy-eyed. There are a bunch of soldiers standing around. And he says, he waits for everyone to show up, and when he thinks they're enough, he says, People of Gladewell, please listen carefully. The governor has left for Iman. Pack your bags and all your creatures. The entire village of Gladewell must relocate. We have 2 days to be gone. 2 days. That includes everything you need for a week. And people start screaming, What are you talking about? Quiet, please. The city of Kemal is planning to invade this region. We have camps set up along the way for refugees, all the way to Iman. Soldiers will escort us, and we will leave orderly and peacefully, and we will all leave. Is this clear? People are shocked. They're grabbing their mouths. They're talking to each other. They're yelling, "I won't leave. You can't make me leave." He says, "Quiet." And he waits. Anyone who needs help can take one of these flags. And there's a soldier standing there with these little flags. If you need help, the soldiers will help you pack and travel to carry your essentials. And I said everyone must leave. Make your preparations. You have until 2 mornings from now. Questions? And hundreds of people start asking. And he says, "Quiet, please. Your answer is 2 days." And he turns around and walks off the stage. And the soldiers start handing out flags to the people who might need help. And that's it.
Fern kind of tugs at Stoney's sleeve. And within all of the hubbub, she just kind of quietly leans in toward his ear. What happens if your parents come back and the whole town is gone?
I'm not certain. I don't think they'll come back, though.
Are you sure?
Well, no. Can we be sure of anything? Not quite. But with at least 99% certainty on some things, at least. I do have an 86% certainty that they won't come back. I have a feeling that when my mother came back for my father, she must have caught wind something was going down and took him out of here as fast as possible.
But they didn't leave you a note or anything.
No, they didn't. Perhaps they knew that I would be fine on my own. Perhaps they are in trouble. Perhaps I should be more concerned. But for now, I don't have the capacity to be concerned at the moment.
No, but you do have the capacity to leave them some kind of message if they come back.
I suppose you're right.
I'll help you write it if you want.
No need. I can do it myself.
All right. We better find Sunny and the others.
They're in the town square. You can easily see each other. And Pietta's wearing some weird outfit that you have not seen before, but he's standing with his Aunt May, I guess. Are you?
Yeah, I walked in with her. Though I told her I would go out and look for my friends.
Okay, so you see this masked figure walk up to you.
I think Fern might recognize me.
Sunny, there seems to be a masked weirdo that's trying to be here at this moment. What are they doing?
You see him like coming in like, "Hey guys, hey!"
Masked weirdo, that's a good one. Maybe that's what we can call him.
Rip was just standing there with their eyes closed, and if Stony had his goggles on, he would see that Rip was just very subtly doing the morning communing with nature, setting their intention while they stood there, just eyes closed, not really paying attention until that walks up. Yeah!
Pieta, maybe you take the mask off while you're with us.
Oh,
Pieta?
hey, oh right, you guys haven't seen this. We'll explain later, but Fern and I have been working together. She helped me make this. Anyways, I thought I just didn't know what we were kind of going into, and I don't know if I should, be hidden because, I like hiding my identity, but this is probably more suspicious now that I think about it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and take it off. I'll be back.
I like costumes. Why can't we all wear costumes?
We And that's why I have this kit with me, but we only wear costumes in extreme circumstances.
So I should I take this off or should I leave this on?
You can take it off.
Oh, okay.
There's a
I'm back.
couple little kids standing around like, cool uniforms.
Whatever.
Fern and Stony, did you get a message last night?
Yes, we did.
You're welcome.
Thank you. But remind me again, for what though? Just so that we're all on the same page.
The message. We
note.
dispersed them throughout
You
town.
got the note?
Yeah.
You mean this?
It's in blood, Sonny.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
I tried.
we
know.
ran out of ink, and I mean, we kind of have unlimited ink. Well, to a certain degree. I guess you can only lose so much blood, but we have a lot of.
I at least got her to dilute it, you know?
Okay. Well, maybe we talk about what kind of things we use for writing in the future.
Well, I would never do it to a friend that didn't want to use their blood as ink. I only used my own.
As Pieta comes back. Okay. Are we talking about the blood that was used on the guys? What blood? Like, can we just not have used ink? Oh yeah, we ran out, but when desperate times, desperate measures, I guess, right?
I suppose it is, if anything, resourceful and economical and ecologically friendly. But if you had needed more ink, I could have provided. I have plenty of inkwells. In fact, here, let me put a couple of those in your pocket for next time. There you
You
are.
hear a familiar voice. Hello there, Sonny. You see Thalindra walking up with her pipe. I thought you might want to take a look at this, and she hands you yet another note.
Yes. Well, I guess everyone's on the same page that we need to evacuate. Wonder.
Oh, this note is not one that you sent.
Oh shit. Okay. I don't think Sunny will look at it at first. I think she's just gonna be like, okay, yep, yet another one.
Well, if you're interested. If not, pass it along. And she starts walking away.
What do you mean if I'm interested? And that's when Sunny will actually look at the note.
It looks like it was stuck to a door or to a wall with a nail or something. It says, anyone interested in helping the soldiers as outriders or scouts, apply with Rochebleu Damon.
I look up at the group, specifically at Stony and Fern. Y'all didn't write notes last night at 2, did you?
No, but I did draw up a schematic for this fan, you see. I was trying to get this particular leatherwork fan going, and I had this diagram.
In your mind, Stony, you hear, please stop talking.
Oh, gods! Oh, sorry.
Hey, why did you stop all of a sudden?
Why did I? Well, Sunny here said, you linked to me, did you not?
Oh. She concentrates. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Within the vestiges of my brain. I am communicating back to you. Is it working?
Tony saying that out loud.
You just watch as Stoney's face gets more red.
Just full on staring contest between us right now. And in your head, Stony, you hear, good job. Yep, almost there.
Oh, I think this might
Fern
be.
was better at this.
I think this
Oh.
might be an intimate conversation.
Ooh. Shall we go get tea?
We're just talking about this note, and I hold it up to the others.
Oh.
I'll read it to you again. Anyone interested and capable as scouts/outriders on the road to Amman, apply with Rochebleu Damon.
Do we want to align ourselves? What do you think?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say I'm more worried about my family. Also, I just don't know. Well, would it be smarter to stay closer to the enemy, or?
Well,
I mean, it would give us a good inroad to Iman, and I
and
think that's where we should go next, but
it gives us
we would have
access
to.
to information and purpose if people are curious.
And we can help our family get out safely if we volunteer for that.
2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, yeah. I think I'm convinced.
We need to leave before the others anyway, and well, if we're scouts, then I'm sure that that's what will happen. So I guess we should go talk to Damon. Fern is
Okay.
Fern is gonna go try to approach him.
Oh, you're going to go track him down?
Yeah.
Because he was walking back to his office. Yeah, he's not far. You can run him down. He turns around. Yes.
I saw this note about scouts.
Yes.
Are you still in need?
Of course we are. That's why it was hanging up on the wall.
All right. Well, I and my friends would like to take you up on it.
And who are you?
I am Fern. This, and she points behind her, is Sunny. This is Stony, Pieta, and Rip.
What qualifications do you
Grant.
have to be as scouts? You don't look very
Oh.
capable.
We helped with the spider incident. I don't know if you
Yeah.
recognize us.
I have my
never seen you
certificate from the
before.
Order of Druids. The Druidic Order of
Interesting.
Keepers?
A druid, eh? Very
And I'm with the
Yeah.
well.
Snare's take.
Oh. Perhaps you're
This is
slightly
my
more capable than you appear.
enrollment. Yeah. Yeah, and I can vouch for my friends. They're pretty good.
Oh yeah, they're just as strong.
Yeah. I do really
Well,
good puppet shows.
Great for morale.
well then, what was your name? He looks at Fern again.
Fern.
As the self-appointed leader of this group, you can be responsible for them and their behavior, and I shall write up a contract which you shall follow all of the requirements, and when we arrive at our destination, you shall be properly remunerated. Is that fair?
Yes.
Very well. Meet me at my office at noon. No, make it 1:30. I'd like to have a lunch alone. And he walks away.
Sure, 1:15. Well, it looks like we are in with the scouts.
So we all agreed that you're the new supervisor now, though, right? We all heard that.
Yep.
There's no supervising happening. We are a group of capable friends who can do things together, and no one is in charge.
Oh,
But if
that's
Sunny
not
needs
what Damon
no,
just said.
Sunny, you are no longer the supervisor. If that's what you're trying to. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
no longer the supervisor. You're good. Don't worry about it.
Okay, it's all on Fern now. Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's great.
Fern, don't worry. It's not on you.
All right. Well, we should be quick then if we're going to get over to see that one by 1:15.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
So as this morning meeting draws to a close and people are dispersing back home, you guys are alone to make plans for the day. What would you like to do?
What have I heard from Nin about Pocket? Are they all good over there?
When he snuggled in without saying anything, it was just like his saying everything's normal.
Cool.
And Pocket would not have responded to these bells and trumpets because
No.
he doesn't technically live in town and he only responds if he feels like it. And he's got a baby to take care of.
Yeah. I do need to go talk to Pocket. I got to make sure that they got a flyer and that they at least know what's going on. If they want to leave or not is up to them. I am certainly not their boss, but I think that they should at least know what's coming.
Okay.
For sure.
Anyone else before we go to Rip's house?
Stony, do you think we should check in with your contact here before we leave?
My contact. Remind me, what was his name again? Norm Dragonface. No. Norello Draguno. Norton Antivirus. No, that's not right.
I'm sure he would love to be called all of those things.
At once.
Must we go to this contact? Yes, well,
You're really close to him. He's right like a block away.
If I have to go to mine, then you have to go to yours.
All right, fine.
So you walk over to the post office and it is locked up, closed and dark.
Well, he's not here. Unfortunate.
There's a little placard in the window that says, "To Iman."
Oh, looks like he got ahead of us.
Yes, looks like.
As you guys are seeing this, you hear some clip-clopping and a wagon is coming down the road headed west along the new road that is built here toward Iman, and it is the mayor and his family in a carriage being pulled along the road with a driver and a couple people behind him on horses.
Sorry, just to clarify, the mayor is different than the governor?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The
The mayor was the one you've known your whole life.
That's right.
Or the governor came in about 5 years ago and
Should we stop them?
Hey there!
the driver up on the front nods at you and keeps going.
Oh, wait, question, real quick.
Yes.
For the mayor.
I'm sorry he's indisposed. We're on the way to Iman.
Can we see him in the wagon?
The wagon's curtains are drawn.
Oh. I look back at Fern.
We'll leave him be.
You would think you'd wait until the rest of the town was evacuated. Kind of rude to go first, don't you think?
Well, Nom seems to have beat him to it.
Good point. Wasn't first then.
I mean, we can try to stop them if you have something you need to tell him.
Oh, no, I thought you wanted to.
No.
Okay.
Bye.
Carriage keeps going. Okay, then let's follow Rip on his way to Pocket's house. On their way to Pocket's house.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make my way over there real quick and just, walk right in. That's my house.
It is, and you go in, and you hear a baby crying.
Yes. I will follow baby crying sound because Pocket's probably there.
Pocket is there. He's got the baby on his shoulder, patting it, trying to make it be quiet. You can see he's tried everything. There's bottles of stuff to feed the baby. There's toys all over the place. He's got a spell going that makes like a brown noise, a white noise sound in the air. And he's frazzled. His hair is all out of place, and he's just patting the baby. Oh, well, hello, Rip. What lovely to see you this morning.
Hey, hi, Pocket. Have you heard any news about the well, have you gotten any flyers? Any knocks at the door?
No, not here. No. A flyer about what?
Well, they're evacuating the town. There's going to be soldiers from Iman coming.
So they're already here. What do you mean?
Well, more soldiers. The mayor ordered an evacuation. The governor ordered an evacuation of the whole town. Everybody's packing up and on their way out. Which you don't technically live in town, so they can't make you go. And I figured you probably want to travel with the baby. So,
If this is a dangerous place, then perhaps I should move on.
yeah. It might not be a bad idea.
Spiders are already closing in quite close.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be wise. I've thought about it several times on my own, thinking it's just very dangerous out near here right now. Is it other soldiers here to destroy the spiders finally?
I'm not sure. It kind of seemed like a martial law kind of situation. I don't know. Maybe they are going to destroy the spiders. They weren't super clear. I wasn't really paying attention to the announcement this morning. I was talking to the weave. I'm sorry,
Can you maybe take care of this baby for a little while, and I'll go find out what's going on?
Yeah. If you want to go find out for yourself and go talk to some folks in town, I can take over with the baby. I stayed at Sunny's last night, and you deserve a break.
He's so tired. He hands the baby to you.
Oh.
Says, "Oh, thank you. I shall revitalize and go into town and find out what's what. I almost welcome a vacation." And he bundles off out of here. The baby's crying on your shoulder.
I'm going to find like a blanket or something and kind of fashion like a wrap to just hold
Swaddle
the
it?
baby.
Yep.
Yeah, keep them all swaddled up and close to me. And I'm gonna start
What's her name
start
again?
a soup on the stove. Coral, Corol. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah, you start a soup. Coral seems to like being bundled for about 2 minutes and then starts screaming again.
I figured.
Oh.
I have her help me taste the soup. Just little dips with my finger.
Coral
All good
She can
gnome
suck on
babies.
your finger, but she can't.
Yeah.
She's not aware. She's just a baby.
Yeah. All good gnome babies can taste soup. It's really important skill. Now tell me if this needs more salt.
You put your finger in her mouth, and she kind of like startles a little, tastes it, and then
No.
Okay, so definitely more salt. You got it. And I'm gonna put a few more shakes in there. Thank you. That was really helpful.
okay.
I'll give her some pats as I'm stirring.
Okay. Is anyone else going to do anything special? Sonny, your parents were at this morning meeting.
I mean, if the group doesn't have anything to do until we need to meet up with Damon, I would probably just go and help my mother's and my siblings pack up and get everything ready.
So the morning is spent in a whirlwind of packing and preparing. Stony and Fern, you guys have things you need to pack if you're leaving as well. All of you are readying to leave, basically. And on the way, you're going to stop off at Rochebleu Damon's office. So let's skip ahead in time. You guys had you had a technically, mechanically a long rest, but it was a short night. You didn't get that much sleep. And with a full morning of busy work, you roll up at about 1:15 to Damon's place all together, and you're meeting back up again.
Right on time. Perfect. Are you ready to go see him? Great. And she's gonna jump.
Good job, supervisor.
Thanks, supervisor.
She's gonna lead everyone up to
All
the
right.
door.
The soldier at the door says, "Do you have an appointment?"
I do, yes. At 1:15 with Rochebleu Damon.
A moment. He steps inside. Comes back out a couple minutes later. You're early. He said he still has 15 minutes. He's finishing his tea.
Yeah. I would love some tea too.
Oh, great idea. We can have tea with him.
A moment. He goes back in. Comes back out, kind of scratching his head like, that was a bad conversation. He says he'll see you now. Come on in. So you walk into his office. There's a little antechamber the waiting room, but his office door is open, and he's standing just like last time with his back to the door looking out the window. And as you walk in, he turns around with his tea in his hand. Well, I see you ahead of schedule. How fun.
We wouldn't want to keep you waiting.
Yes,
Fun,
of course.
yes.
Well, I've got your papers drawn up here. Tell me, what is your name, Fiddlesticks?
It's Fern, actually.
Fern. Very well. And you, he looks at Sonny, what is your name?
My name's Sunny. This is Grim. And what kind of teas do you have?
I don't have any teas, except for the one in my own hand. He sips it.
Okay, that will do.
Actually finishes it off.
Oh. Okay.
I hate to be impolite, but I don't share lunch with people I don't know. Call
Well,
it a
you're-
foible.
Well, we would know each other, but you seem to not want to let that happen.
That's exactly right. Now, he pulls out this document that he unrolls. Please sign your names here at the bottom, and he taps.
May I read it?
Very well.
Fern's
So-
gonna take it and look it over.
Yeah, it says, this is the gist. I promise that in good faith and good standing, I shall represent Iman to the best of my capabilities. I will perform the duties instructed to me with this like clause with a legal number on there based on the following writ and doctrine, blah, blah, blah. And basically it says you're an employee of the Iman government. Your contract can be terminated at any time as is seen fit, and you shall receive a certain amount of money for performing this task when you have completed all of your duties and if you are still alive. Anything that you find is the property of Iman. You must report it immediately. Any type of fleeing your duty or leaving your post will result in a jail sentence. It's just very technical and bullshitty.
Do I see any clauses that look like they're bad for us? Like that he's trying to screw us over?
It looks like a standard form, like he might have multiple of these, but he seems to have covered all his bases. Like if you just disappear or something, you're breaking the law. If you find, I don't know, just random, a dragon horde, and you don't declare it, and you don't give it all to Iman, you're breaking the law. Basically, you're signing up to do this job, and they're going to pay you.
But I like sneaking off. No.
All right. Well,
Is
everything.
it satisfactory? Please sign it.
Yes, of
What did it
course.
say for again?
What's that?
How long did it say for?
It says until your the job is ended.
Do we know what the job is specifically?
The ad was for scouts and outriders.
Okay.
Right.
All right. And she will write down her name and hand it to Rip. And as she goes back, she's gonna squeeze Sunny's hand to try to get her attention so that maybe she'll link with her.
Sunny looks at Fern's face. And then it's like, in your head you hear, yeah? What's up?
I know you like to include Grim in these things, but this time let's not, okay? It would be good for one of us not to be under contract.
Okay, but Grim's not gonna be happy about that.
Well, Grim's never very happy.
Valid point. Valid point. Okay. Only my name.
All right.
While this is going on, I'm arguing with Rochebleu. You know, most standard soldier contracts, I think, have a they have like a time limit. They have like a term. What's the term? What's the time term?
Until we get the city of Gladewell properly stationed in the refugee camp, I can't say. It might be a week, it might be 2. You'll earn 5 silver a day each.
Paltry. Is there what? Well, what it says until the job's done. What's the job?
When the
This is
city
not
of
very clear.
Gladewell is stationed in the refugee camp and everyone is safe, and we'd no longer need the outriders, then your situation is terminated.
All right, I'll sign it and pass it on to. Well, I'll just hold it up above my head. See who wants to take it from me.
Does everyone sign?
Yes, but Sunny goes to make the G for Grim, and then remembers last minute and just turns it into a smiley face.
All right. Stony, you sign it?
Stony signs it, but spells his name wrong on purpose.
Okay. Pieta?
Pieta follows suit. He kind of does his fake signature that looks like an official signature, but no one would know the wiser.
Very well. Now he rolls it up and tucks it away. Do you have horses? You'll need horses. If you don't have your own, I shall provide you one.
Well, some of my barn horses got lost. At least I still have Sandy.
I repeat, do you need horses?
I think we do.
Yeah. Let's say yeah, we do.
Then report to the commissar and requisition yourselves each a horse, which we have plenty of at the moment. You'll be taking a soldier's horse, so please be careful, because the soldier, if you lose his horse and it is not returned, you will probably be killed.
Was that in the contract?
No, it isn't. I'm just telling you that soldiers love their horses.
Oh, can I get a goat instead then?
If you, I suppose, if you can find one that keeps up with horses.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, your job is to report to no one but me. How delightful of that. Now, you are to ride to the north of the road, skirting it within 4 to 5 leagues, always in that area as we travel to the west. You should remain that distance from the road and report back once a day at any time, to me directly. It only need be one of you. Please send the least offensive.
Question.
Yes.
Who do you find least offensive?
That one, he points at Rip.
We'll see about that. Rip says to themselves.
Perfect. We will go get our horses then.
Good day.
As they've been standing in the office, Fern has been subtly trying to see if she sees any insignias that she didn't see before the last time they went there.
Roll an investigation check.
Oh, that's an 11. Apparently, that's all I'm going to roll tonight.
With an 11, you don't see anything that catches your eye.
All right. Darn. Off we go.
Okay. So you
As
guys
you leave,
exit?
yeah, as we leave his office, you just hear Rip mumbling to himself, I've met good leaders. I know good leaders. Powell was a good leader. This guy sucks. He's not a very good leader. I can just tell already from talking to him for 2 seconds. He thinks he's tough. He's not. I've met guys like him. Just going on and on about how this guy is not living up to his station.
You said you were
Yeah.
doing that to yourself? You were saying that to yourself?
Yeah, just mumbling under my breath. Just this guy, he doesn't even know. I bet he wouldn't know how to lead a charge. He doesn't look like a soldier. He's never been one. Just tearing this guy to shreds.
Pieta's also gonna mumble to himself, "Don't make a horse joke. Don't make a horse joke. Don't make a horse joke. Nay, nay, no, nay, nay." It's just a juxtapose.
Oh my goodness.
So you guys go to the commissar, you get yourselves a horse. You can choose any kind of horse you want, and if you would rather a goat, you can have one.
Nay, I'll have a horse.
I will take a goat.
All right.
I would like
You
a
wanna
quite
ride
small
your
horse.
goat? Your horse?
We,
Yeah, you can ride a pony.
yeah. Oh, you can ride a goat, right?
Yeah, the
You're
giant,
sure?
the
Sufficiently
giant
small
A
goat.
enough.
giant goat. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
One
Uh,
small horse, please.
it's a long
So,
shot, but
yep.
Fern is trying to see if there is any way that she can suss out the clasp agent that's in the ranks while
Okay.
she's looking for a horse.
Oh, okay. Roll an investigation.
Do we know that you're trying to do this, Fern?
No
Okay, okay.
way.
Cool. I
She's
don't know.
sneaky.
I forgot if we talked about like her trying to.
11?
18.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't know if we
Okay.
knew. Hell yeah. Take that, number 11.
hey, 11's pretty cool.
Actually, as you guys are choosing horses and saddling up and putting on bridles and things, and people are helping you, you have walked over there through the camp and have given like subtle hand signals in thieves' cant, and you've looked for signs or scribings on fence posts and wherever. Uh, as you are saddling up and starting to ride away, you see somebody come up and grab your boot. Hey, lady. Hey, lady.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. Uh, here, let me. And she jumps down. Can
It
I?
is a halfling that looks like a kid. They're very small, like a teenager halfling, like a 12-year-old.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
You
Uh,
sure are pretty.
are should you be in here?
Oh, I can go where I please.
That's convenient.
Of
What's your name?
course. Hi. Uh, Joe?
Joe?
Yeah.
You seem unsure.
Oh, I'm Joe.
In Thieves' Cant, she is going to sign in front of her chest, um, just the little signal for clasp and see if they do anything.
He says, fuck yeah.
All right then. How long have you been here?
Long enough.
What do you Are you going to
What's
stay here?
long enough?
Sorry, you cut out. What did you say?
Long enough.
Oh. Are you going to stay here? I know they're evacuating.
It don't matter. What you need? Can I help you?
One, do you have a horse?
I don't need no horse. No, I ain't got no horse.
Drat. All right. Which one of these soldiers would hate me the least if I accidentally killed their horse?
I have no idea. What do you really need?
That's one of it. But the other, do you know the aide?
You mean Damon?
Mm-hmm.
Not personally, no. You?
Unfortunately, slightly personally, yes.
Oh, he's a dick, isn't he?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know him, though.
Can he be trusted?
That's an interesting question, ma'am. What's it worth to you?
Hmm.
A favor?
All right. A favor.
A favor. Let's take a walk.
What do you miss from Iman the most?
Nothing.
Oh. Figures. That tracks.
Take a walk or not?
We'll take a walk. And she takes
All
the reins
right.
of the horse.
Okay. You guys walk over. You just following him, and he's kind of pointing out these flowers and pretty rocks that they see. When you get out of earshot of everybody. All right, what is it?
Is could Damon be blindsiding the clasp?
Damon is clasp.
Yes.
He's a dick, as many clasp members are. He's a foppish asshole. Thinks his shit don't stink. What
I
about
want to
him?
know if
He
he's
seems
been
on the up
offered
and up, though.
something. I want to know if he's been offered something better than what the clasp has offered him.
From whom? Who you suspect?
I have some suspicions, but Kimal or some religious fanatics, I should say.
How can I get in touch with you? I'll keep an eye on him. If I find something, then I'll send it to you. But you'll owe me a favor. And I
Alright.
will come back and collect.
Perfect. How will you get in touch with me?
It's a good question, ma'am. Who are you?
You can call me Silver.
Silver. You can call me Scab.
Hi, Scab.
Well met. You think this Damon's crooked, eh? More crooked than we are, I mean.
Well, I think he might be. I just want to rule it out before I start blindly following all of his instructions.
Tell you what. If I find he's crooked, I'll throw a wrench in the operation. To the best of my ability without getting caught, sure. But how will I let you know? Because I really want my favor.
You'll get your favor. Did we have a... Why do I feel like we had a message stone? We don't have one, do we? Okay.
I don't think so.
All right. I wish I still had my squirrels. Okay.
Tell
If
you
hear...
what. I can send a pigeon. No. Can't send a pigeon on a traveling. You hiring on traveling with him? I see you saddling up a soldier's fucking horse.
Yeah, I am. I could do this. And she is going to, can I try to entice a bird or a squirrel over to me?
Just a random wild animal?
Mm-hmm.
That would be rough. Okay, you can do an animal handling with a very high DC.
Maybe you'll get lucky.
Maybe.
You're really good at those.
Yeah.
Is it 15?
No.
Okay, never mind. I'll be on the trail. All right. If I give you a code phrase, if you
Oh,
learn something,
easy.
will you write it in the dirt on the road? We'll say 20 kilometers from the town, that direction. There's a rock, see? She's gonna point out A
Like
rock.
a mountaintop?
Yeah, like a very large rock. Scraggly thing.
Right out there. Now listen, here's the thing. It seems like he's staying here and making sure everybody's gone. He'll still be here. I'll keep an eye on him. He won't see me. You didn't see me until I walked up, right?
Right.
Well, I'm hard to spot. Now, I keep an eye on him. But 20 kilometers out, it's a long way for me to go to leave a message. And you'll be way past that. Message in the road? That's a terrible idea.
You have a better one for me?
I don't. It's your plan. Tell you
All right.
what. I think I know a fella who could send an animal to you. With a small message, I think it works like that. An animal messenger type. And whether it gets to you or not, I can't fucking guarantee. Well, I'll do my best.
All right.
I'll do my real best because if it gets there, I'll get my favor.
You will.
Yeah.
All right.
You ain't even gonna ask, are you? Fine.
I don't think I want to know until it's time.
Fair enough, lass.
Well, I will wait to hear from you, but hopefully I won't have to. And she's gonna saddle up on the horse and go rejoin her friends.
All right. All right. And with that, we'll say we're ending tonight's episode and we'll pick up on the road when you guys are scouting next time. So, folks, thanks for hanging with us. We are Zeros to Heroes, part of Dicey Decisions RPG, and we meet on Fridays and Mondays. So please tune in again and follow it up and see where this road takes us. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, huge shout out before we go. Huge shout out to Polar Knights. Holy cow. Thank you so much for all the gifted subs. Crazy. You're amazing. We love you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Polar Knights.
Thanks, Polar Knights.
All the way from Norway. That's so cool.
Heck yeah.
It's amazing. Thank you for being our sugar designated guardian.
Yes. Oh. We'll be
right,
here
folks.
next Monday. See y'all later. Bye.
Love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye, team.